Reality. Hello, 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 guys. Welcome to Emmanuel's Reality. I know it's been almost about 2 months since I've been away. I haven't posted anything. A lot has happened. Trust me, a lot. Like, I have to break it down for you to get it. From corona to depression to an appendix busting. It has been amazing, horrible, tears, and everything's just been happening back to back. So where do I start? I'm gonna start from my appendix busting. So about 7 weeks ago, my appendix burst. I went to work, and then when I go back home from work, my abdomen was hurting, and then that night I slept through the pain. I don't know how I did, but when I woke up the next day in the morning, that pain had gone from a 3 to 100. So I was in a lot of pain. One of my friends came over, rushed me to the hospital. Shout out to St. Francis Hospital for taking good care of me. I'm grateful that operation was done right there and then. The doctors were like on their tips. Like, it was really great to always see the doctors doing their best even during this corona pandemic. It was amazing. Then after that operation, I thought everything was going on well, and then one thing led to another. I did not know that I actually got depressed. When I'm depressed and anxious, I eat. That's the way I know that everything is, falling off. I'm an eater. I start to eat. I stress eat. I was like, I don't know what's going on. So that was something to do with my mental health. I actually got depressed. I had to seek some help. Though most Black people don't want to do that, but I do encourage you guys. Mental health is serious. You can hurt yourself, and especially during this time when you're quarantined alone. I understand basically most people, when you're quarantined alone, you're always too much in your thoughts. You're thinking you're thinking with yourself. You don't have friends, you don't have family. You just try, as opposed to people who are having people around them all the time. So that technically happened. And then we had the coronavirus that has been killing so many people. And that is so sad. But besides the coronavirus killing people, we've had people killing people, especially here in America. Black men are being killed right and left. And me being a Black man in America, it is scary, especially a Black man in the South with an accent. It's horrifying. I've always lived in predominantly white neighborhoods. Like, I've never really had an issue. And this goes to the case of Ahmed. He was a young man who was running through a neighborhood believed to be predominantly white. I live in a predominantly white neighborhood. I love living in it's not like it's any different going to live in a Black neighborhood, but it always matters where your money is and what hits your fancy or what's close to what you like. When I'm looking for a home, I'm always looking for a park. I want to find a place where I can go and play. Maybe the kids can go and play. Stuff like that. I love to walk. I love to work out. Like, I look for neighborhoods that have those kind of qualities in there. But that aside, I've been trying to reconcile myself with what's been happening to the Black men in America. And I'm seeing what is happening in Minneapolis. I'm sorry about that, guys. I have a tongue twister with some of these words. With what happened to George Floyd. This was a man whose death was actually recorded. This was a man who was killed by people who are actually supposed to serve and protect. And then that begs the question to who is going to protect us? Who is the black man's protector in America? Who? My thoughts, I've been seeing a lot that's been happening in and around the areas that I live in. People are talking about this. How do you address this? How do you tell a young black man the only way you can be safe is if you follow what the police tells you or the law enforcement tells you? But this man, George Floyd, followed exactly what he was told. But he was still treated like he was a dog. That hurts my soul. That hurts my mind. It does. Back to the young man, Ahmed. I didn't know that this man's death had actually affected me psychologically. I did not know. It was there. This was a young man who was actually running through a predominantly white neighborhood, and he was killed. They said he was stealing, which, truth be told, he wasn't. This man was hunted and killed like a dog as well. But why his story resonates with me the most is because I love to run. I've always been a runner. I've always run. I don't know what I was running from or what I've been running from all my life, but I just love to run. It's the one time I feel relaxed. But I kind of have stopped doing the one thing I love to do, that's running. Because when I run on the street and in my neighborhood, there is that part in my head, oh my God, is someone going to kill me too? Is someone going to stop me and hurt me? Most people don't get it, but as a black man running, and a black big man, I am 6 feet, so I'm huge. I'm a big man. So a black man running through a neighborhood, like, that is scary. It is scary. Even when you're running through a neighborhood and you see your white counterpart running towards you, and then you notice them on a normal run, people go past each other. Like, then you just notice them either move to the other side of the street, and like they're running from the other side of the street, and you're like, oh, so they moved to the other side of the street. Why were they trying to move? But you see them running on the other side of the street, but then going past you to go to the same side, and then a few minutes later they move back to the side where you were. What does that mean when you do things like that? And this goes basically to my white counterparts. When you do things like that, you scare us, who just a normal jogger who is just running. You scare me, you worry me, because then I'm like, what is it they're going to do behind my back? Oh, what is the next move they're going to make? And that gets into our heads. The instant I gave is something that happened to me in my neighborhood. And it kind of got into my head in a way that it scared me. And that built onto my depression. Simple things like that. Because you see a black man, you have to run on the other side. Because you see a black woman, you have to do something different. what do you, how would you feel if you were in my shoes and I was doing that to you? So simple stuff like that. Moving aside because you've seen someone of a different color, or because, oh, you suspect. That creates animosity among us people. Because right now, I'm like, so my thought about this person, if I met them again on the street, I'm like, okay, that person is racist, or that person isn't being considerate of people around them. So that's the one thing that scares me, and that goes to our white counterparts. You need to behave like human beings. If I am wearing tights like you are, I don't have a hoodie on, I'm wearing sports clothes, and I'm running just the way you were, and you walk past me and move to the other side and then move back, what are you trying to tell me? Am I less than you? Do I stink? What is it? So that is the one thing that I want to talk about today. I didn't want to do a long video, but we need to have our white counterparts pull up, and pull up in the right way. Thank you guys, and thank you for listening to me. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit like, leave a comment, and tell me what you think about this video. So thank you, and thank you for chilling around with Emmanuel's Reality. Bye.